So I just recorded numerous clips, including my outro, and then realized that the mic wasn't on. So, do any of my fellow YouTubers ever experience that type of technical difficulty? It's very frustrating, especially with the distraction of the children, the dog, and everything else that's going on. Guess I'm gonna have to do some voiceovers in the editing. Oh well. Um,
Let's do it. What's good, Green Thumbs? My name is John Moody, and this is the Johnny Learns Gardening YouTube channel. In today's episode, I will be doing some refreshing of my in-garden worm bins. So please stay tuned and watch what I give the worms. So silly me, I recorded that clip about not turning the mic on for a different video, but of course I made the same mistake for this video. On this vacation, I tried to record as much as I could and get as much as I could done, and players mess up. So anyway, so while I'm taking you through all the bins, showing you what they look like before I start adding things, I just wanted to get this disclaimer out of the way. I am not a gardening expert. I have only been gardening for 2 seasons. This is the start of my 3rd season. And I've started this YouTube channel as a way to inspire everyone to get gardening. I had absolutely no interest in gardening before 3 years ago. The reason why I started was because I was grocery shopping for my children and the grocery bill was ridiculously expensive. So I got it in my head that I would save money by growing my own produce. Well, I have come to the conclusion that if I can do it, you can too. So go ahead, everybody, get your garden started, get those seeds planted, and let's get it done. In addition to the disclaimer and showing you everything that I've got going on, I also wanted to give a shout out to all the worm farm channels that I've been watching and have inspired me to get things going on my own. The first channel I'd like to give a shout out to is Vermicompost Learn by Doing. The second channel that I want to give a shout out to is Plant Obsessed. And the last channel that I want to give a shout out to was one of my very first subscribers. He is AJ's Green Topics. I've found that these channels are very informative and even entertaining, so go ahead, check them out. I will leave links in the description and you guys can decide for yourself. So you guys can see where I get my inspiration from. And now back to the video. So the very first bucket that I showed was in my first raised garden bed that was meant to be the way that it is, an in-ground worm bin. These buckets are in my second raised garden bed, and I intended on taking them out, but I did not, so I'm just sticking with it and leaving them in for now. So whatever it was I had in the past have been broken down, and then I put some leaves because I learned that leaves are worms' favorite food. And then it looks like I put in some random grass that I found and just pulled out. So, hey look, a worm. Ben loves when I find worms. So real quick before other things get started, if you guys heard that bell, it's because it's from a movie. Can you name that movie? And yeah, I've done this in a previous video, so let's just see how things continue. It is not planned, it just kind of happened. I thought it would be a cool idea to keep you guys interactive, and yeah, so I put the bell on a line that I use from a movie. You guys name the movie in the comments. So this is the first bucket of the first raised garden bed. My wife gave me a bag of table scraps, so bananas that nobody ate, the ends of tomatoes, banana peels, and tomato peels, and carrot peels. I really do wish that I did not forget to turn on my mic, because I don't know what it is that I'm talking about just pointing the camera at this bucket for so long. Anyway, I am about to add some, looks like apples, and some nectarines and pears. Coming up next is the reason why I've bought some of the plants that I bought. Yeah, look at all this that I'm throwing away. Blueberries, grapes, and raspberries. I do have a couple blueberry plants, not really doing too much. I do have a raspberry plant. Maybe it's going to do something. All of my grapes aren't doing anything. This is a reference to the Vermicompost learned by doing. He's always adding spent coffee grounds. Well, I had this case of unused coffee grounds that I had intended to do whatever with, but I decided to just go ahead and throw them in my worm bin. So, Vermicompost learned by doing said that worms really do like coffee. So in addition to the leaves, I figured I would give them some coffee as well. So this is a really good way to make use of what would have normally been thrown out into the garbage. Coming up, I will show you some more examples of this. So right here I'm adding some pulverized eggshells. Vermicompost learned by doing does this also. He uses a coffee grinder. I just used a food processor. Again, instead of throwing away the eggshells, this is just another way to make use of them. The worms use them for digestion, and yeah, you want to make sure you kill whatever bacteria might be on there. I've learned that you can put them in the microwave for 10 seconds. I've also learned you can put them in the oven 350, 15, 20 minutes. Here I am adding some plant-based, chocolate-flavored protein powder. I do remember explaining how I tried to get on a plant-based diet and bought these protein powders, but did not end up using them, therefore the worms get them. So Vermicompost learned by doing uses old expired grains such as oatmeal. I've decided that this should be okay. I did look at the ingredients. They are mostly nut based, so whatever type of nuts are ground up into a fine powder, I figured the worms could take. Plus I think I remember saying something about, yeah, my worms are getting protein powder. They're gonna get jacked. I probably also made some stupid dad joke about hoping the worms don't have any nut allergies. Ha ha ha. In addition to the plant-based protein powder, I also got some ground flaxseed. Same thing, I tried it. It was okay, but I didn't take it like how I was supposed to, and it has long been since expired. Therefore, the worms can have them. And now that all of the ingredients are in, the worms are going to need some moisture. All those leaves on top were really dry. Most of the ingredients that I've added are really dry. The only bit of moisture they would have been getting is from all the fruits that I added in, but they're going to need a little help, so here's some water. So the date that I recorded all of this footage, according to the phone, was June 1st. Right now it is currently Sunday, June 8th, 12 a.m. And because I saw this young lady, I wanted to play this newborn music. It was her birthday on June 6th. So please give a like for Miss Amelia Jane. She just turned 7 years old. Thank you all very much. Wish her a happy birthday. And of course, here comes Benny Boy. Where are your pants? So, of course, both kids found me outside, and they have to participate. So, I let Amelia do some watering, and of course, I have to let Ben do some watering. They are the main reason why I started gardening in the first place. See all that produce we're throwing away? Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to pick your own out of your backyard for free? Then it doesn't really matter if you throw it away. You could just give them to the worms. There's Snickers. Ben, stop chasing Snickers. So for me, gardening is a way to potentially save some money. Of course, the upfront costs are a little expensive, but over time I feel like it will pay for itself. In addition to that, I feel like it's a constructive hobby. And in addition to that, it's a way for me to include the children. So not only do I have my own thing going on, but I can also include them. Hopefully they will learn things along the way, and hopefully they will be interested in gardening the way that I wasn't when I was growing up with my father. He did have a garden, and I just was not interested. But anyway, here we go. So that is all I have for today, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, until next time, take care now. Bye bye then. So this is just an ending clip of me scoping out this little robin redbreast poaching my worms. Better leave my worms alone, dude. Come to think about it, he's probably the one that's been digging up this bed, looking for worms or whatever else. Shh. Out there, past them trees. You see him? I see you. Run! Get to the chopper! Dylan! You son of a...